Hello, Mr. Salim Merchant. Welcome to In Conversation with Taha, and it is very good to see you live, healthy.
Likewise, thank you very much, Taha. Hope you're well, and it's always lovely to connect with you.
Great, great, great. So, today in Conversation with Taha, I would like to speak to you about a few things, but let's start with how's the pandemic treating Bollywood right now?
Well, it's going through a bit of a rough phase because there are not going to be any theaters going to be open for some time now. Um, but everybody's pretty used to watching stuff now uh, on the OTT platforms. So, but of course, the magic of cinema is missing. Uh, it has the business is affected big time with the theaters being shut completely. So that's something of a concern. But in Hindi they say "Jaan hai to jahan hai,"
Perfect.
"Jaan hai to jahan hai." So it's like if you're safe and I mean, there's a lot of a lot of precautions and a lot of rules set for social distancing,
Yeah,
and as you know, India is really rising in numbers with COVID.
yeah,
um, it's still not plateaued in India. It's still rising and rising and rising.
correct,
And
correct,
we're hoping
correct.
that it'll plateau at some stage before it drops. But yes, it's affected a lot of people, especially the Bollywood industry.
I see, I see. You actually talked a little bit about my next question, but where do you see, people now, how are they going to consume entertainment, especially in this pandemic situation?
Well, people have, schools have started doing online, schooling. A lot of webinars are happening. A lot of corporate, things are continuing on the web.
Yeah,
So it's all going to be online. And in our show business, we keep saying the show must go on.
yeah.
We've changed that the show must go online.
Yes, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So, Salim, Beyond Bollywood was an inspirational show which went around the world and it brought Bollywood to the doorstep of the West. What impact do you think it created in the minds of people?
I think it was a great way for us to showcase our tradition, showcase our language, our culture, our music, our dance, our world, you know, and it was an ongoing thing which will continue. Hollywood, we did Umrao Jan, which also came to the UK, came
Right.
to London, and it did really, really well. So we are fortunate that people really sort of appreciated our musical works, especially the West End. And
Yeah,
I'm hoping that we will be back with Beyond Bollywood and with Umrao Jan, inshallah, in 2021.
that will be amazing. I look forward to that. And do you think shows like Beyond Bollywood is the soft power of India, which has influenced people around the world?
It's a very good question. I feel like it's a traditional uh, it's a traditional root and traditional base which has been going on for centuries, and it'll continue to go on for centuries. These things are such that they never die out of
Correct.
fashion, and it actually inspires a lot of people who are immersed in the industry, as well as non Hindi speaking, non Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, non Asians,
Yeah.
especially people from the West, kind of get to know a little bit about our tradition and understand the joy, the happiness, and the sadness and the emotions that are connected with human beings, with music and tradition
Correct.
and human beings, how it affects our lives and
Hmm.
how it is so imperative as part of our life.
Correct. 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 So, you had said something like when musicians need to create music, which is out of the box, they shouldn't be scared. Do you mean something like Beyond Bollywood, which was never done before? They have to think like that, and not get out of their comfort zone of Bollywood or India, go around the world and showcase their talent.
Yeah, I feel like people are as musical creators, we have we have a huge responsibility to, cater to not just people living in the subcontinent, but living outside as well, to showcase our tradition and our culture. And generally in the current times, I'm seeing this. Obviously, the music and the styles are changing drastically with the pop culture, with the 80s retro culture, and all the new age and the not so new, always kind of coming in and going and creating uh, sensations. But there's very less, and it takes a little bit of guts to sort of you know research our tradition, research what is really our base of all the music that I mean, Bollywood is famous for its for a big mashup of all the traditions, be it hip hop, be it Western classical, be it Spanish, be it African. Films in India have incorporated all different styles and genres. Uh,
Correct.
and there's not that much importance given to our own culture. And Suleiman and I thought that maybe it's great to sort of look deep into our own traditions and bring out something where we belong in a
Absolutely.
different way to our audiences outside India and to the Western audiences.
Great, great. As I said in this beginning, it's a great inspiration for every young music producer now. That brings me to the question of, Bollywood has always been used, maybe I'm not using the right word, but Bollywood has always sent out messages of peace to our neighboring countries. There have been films which have inspired peace between nations. Do you
Sure.
think there is something which has gone wrong in the recent past with Bollywood sending out the right message?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like people are not really focusing uh, on stories that are impactful to humans anymore. It is very, very few stories have a global message. Movies are now focusing on slice of life kind of stories.
Yeah,
Um, Sensations that are coming and going,
correct.
and that's why I feel like there are not those kind of films that are made. I mean, I'm not saying all the movies are like that, but there are very few who that stick out, that have a deep message, a
Correct.
strong message to
Hmm.
humanity,
Yeah,
for spreading love, for spreading peace, for spreading one human message. And I feel like movies is such a beautiful, such a great platform to send out that message, because it's a lot of people, I mean, almost everybody looks out to new films, to new content
correct.
for entertainment. And if
Absolutely.
through entertainment, if you can give people an educational message
Hmm.
about humanity, I think it's a big impact. But it's not being done that often, which is really sad. Hopefully, one day we'll make a movie which kind of has a very global message, and also entertains people, and sort of gives a message of humanity and hope.
Great. Salim, I think you're not stealing all my questions today, but anyway, I'll try to I'll try to make up new
Sorry.
ones. But you always release a song on Eid. What is the
Yeah.
reason behind it? What is the reasoning?
Taha, I feel devotional music has been going on for centuries, and it will continue to go on for centuries. There is a very inherent, there's a lot of power. There's a lot of power, there's a lot of knowledge in devotional music. It's very long lasting, and it has a beautiful, clean message of peace. And Eid is it's a beautiful, very symbolic festival of celebration of humanity, celebration of peace, celebration of oneness, and we celebrate that every year through a song
Beautiful.
that gives off that message. And I'm a Muslim, and I feel Islam has, and I know that Islam has such a strong a message of peace and humanity, coming from our prophets, from our holy book, the Quran. I I feel somewhere, we as a community need to keep, pushing that message of human peace, humanity, of being one as a community, spreading happiness, spreading joy, and music is a wonderful medium to do that. And so we decided that every Eid we release a devotional song that sends a message of peace and humanity.
Those are beautiful songs. No one can ever forget them. I can promise you that. Um,
And I look forward to it every year.
no, that's a very good thing. You know, we're talking about peace, which is a very, very good thing. But in Bollywood now, Bollywood was always there. It had always put up a united front. But why do you see these cracks appearing now? Name calling, accusations, and which were unheard of before.
I think there have been some instances that have really evoked a lot of negativity in the human in public, especially in the country. Be it nepotism, be it being partial towards certain sort of actors or some, and there's a lot of speculation, a lot of I don't think there is truth there. There is, well, let's face it, Raj Kapoor Sahab, let's face Dharmendra ji, Amitabh Bachchan ji, so many wonderful actors. They didn't have any guardian angel in the industry.
Correct.
I mean, so many of them, I don't think Nawazuddin had, speaking of the late Irfan Khan, he didn't have any, a godfather in the industry.
Or Dilip
So,
Kumar Sahab.
or Dilip Kumar Saab, there's so many legends,
Correct.
who have,
Absolutely.
and let's, Taha, just for a second, if let's say you are a film producer,
Hmm.
okay,
Yeah.
if you're a film producer
Yes.
and your son is talented, he's a decent looker, he's talented as an actor, he's studying acting, and won't you want to launch him
Absolutely.
as an actor?
Why not? Why not?
If he fails, that's his luck and your bad luck. But as a parent, if you are a producer, if you're a director, you would obviously wish in your heart that, why not? I already have something going. And if my son has the ability to sort of, kind of show his skills on screen, he
Correct.
should get a chance. Or your daughter, for that matter. Your whoever. If the producer director has a son or a daughter, and he or she is talented, or working towards, or believes she's talented, and she wants to prove herself as a producer director, you will naturally feel like casting them.
Correct.
So I don't think there's anything wrong in there. Now, obviously, if he or she fails, then it's a decision for you to, you will not disown them. You will obviously want to give them another go.
Correct.
So there's, I mean, I understand this whole this accusation of nepotism, and there is truth there. I
Hmm.
I agree that there is
Truth
some
in that.
kind of that stuff going on, but I think it's kind of blown out of proportion. There is, if you look at it, I think it's very important for us to be a little tolerant towards
Correct.
the film industry.
Hmm.
There's a lot of blame game going on right now. There's a lot of pointing fingers at things. Anything which is kind of wrong just gets blown out of proportion. And I think there's a lot of a lot of eyes right now on the film industry, which is called Bollywood,
Yeah.
sadly. I don't like that term. I keep calling it the film industry. So
Right.
I feel, I hope that there are better times and our films put out a great film which has a
Hmm.
beautiful global message, and hopefully try to make this world a better place.
Great. Great. Let's jog down history a little bit. So you composed the anthem of FIFA 2010 World Cup.
One
Do
of the
you,
anthems.
one of the
Yeah.
anthems, yes. Do you see any more ventures like that coming up soon? Say, for example, do you see yourself doing one of the anthems for Olympics one day?
Um, I was already offered to do a an anthem for the Commonwealth Games.
Yes.
Uh, and I don't know. I mean, I one day, hopefully, if God is kind, you know, we keep working hard. I mean, the minute you feel like you achieve something, the pressure goes up even further more. You feel like, now you got to prove yourself with the
Correct.
second. And then you
Correct.
get the second, you bag the second opportunity, the pressure builds more. Then you need to prove yourself time and again.
Time.
So I can just say that God is very kind, and we keep getting opportunities like that to, prove ourselves. But it's also testing times, to make sure that we deliver each time we are chosen.
Great. Great thought. Okay, we spoke about the soft power of Bollywood beforehand. Do you think Bollywood could have the same influence over the world like Hollywood has had for decades?
It already has, Taha. In our there are some of the films that have really impacted a lot of world markets as well. The last time there was a movie that really impacted was a movie called Lunchbox,
Yes, correct.
which the late Irfan Khan featured on. Um, and there have been so many movies that are, I mean, though Danny Boyle directed Slumdog Millionaire, uh, you know, it was about an Indian boy and a family, and same with Life of Pi. Um, I think it's not too far when Indian filmmakers start uh, going on going on to the world cinema, and then doing Elizabeth after Beyond Borders and so many movies. So there have been, I mean, there have been directors, there have been filmmakers already cinema. There are actors like Priyanka Chopra. There are actors like Irfan Khan who've done Hollywood. Om Puri Sahab, the late Om Puri Sahab. So many more actors, of course.
Even Amresh Puri
Shabana Azmi
Sahab.
ji, Puri Sahab. There's also, Tabu, who's
Yep.
also, he was part of Life of Pi. So many, many actors have already been featured, Nawazuddin Siddiqui. And I'm hoping that, very soon, if we continue to make good films and not sensational films, but good films which are timeless, uh, it's just a matter of time that world cinema will start, sort of uh, recognizing and consuming.
Great. And films like Three Idiot have been dubbed in Chinese, and believe it was a super
Sure.
hit there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And what will be your message to the film industry, which we call Bollywood now, with all of this that is happening, especially with something which has happened today to Kangana Ranaut? I mean, do you think she is trying to unite the film industry, or she's trying to break the film industry?
It's Taha. It's these are I'm not really. I don't think I'm the right person to be answering all this. Reason is, I totally don't follow all these. I think these are just sensational, petty news, which people orchestrate. Uh, the topic that one person speaks about is something, and then when he or she says something, it gets blown out of proportion, and the media is basically just
No, I know.
amplifying.
I understand the media is roller
There's a
coastering.
big hand of the media in amplifying things. There's also there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of anticipation of what's going to happen next. You also know about the Sushant Singh
Yes,
Rajput
Rajput
case that
case.
is
Yeah,
going on,
yeah.
and so there are a lot of unfortunate events that which have happened in our film industry. I feel it was this whole COVID has been a very very bad impact on our film industry. First of all, the business part of it.
Hmm.
Secondly, Irfan Khan Sahab and Rishi Kapoor ji,
So
his
passing
demise.
away. Yeah.
And there are so many others who also expired. Not so known writers and filmmakers. Uh, but they were, they did contribute a lot to our industry. And then on top of that, then we lost Sushant Singh Rajput in a very bad,
Hmm.
very all of a sudden untimely way. And then all the blame games and the bad, the whatever accusations,
Yeah.
all the accusations and the media blowing things out of proportion and people speaking about whatever they want to speak.
Yeah.
So it's been sad, and the whole nepotism blame game, and I mean, I'm not saying that there is no truth there, but it's the way it's been blown out of proportion is a bit much, I think.
No, but Kangana Ranaut calling Mumbai Pakistan occupied Kashmir. She's name calling the Mumbai police, and she's given a warning to the chief minister, the honorable chief minister of Maharashtra, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, saying something which I don't even want to say on the interview. How does it justify an actor saying something like that?
I don't know. I mean, what this, in our country, there's freedom of speech, but I think it's taken its own, sort of repercussions,
Correct.
and I can't really answer for anybody's, bad language or whatever.
Yeah.
I just hope that there are good times that come. I'm a very positive person, Taha, and I'm
That
very,
is
very God-fearing person. I hope that people, sort of spread love rather than hate and anger, and a lot of things would be back to normal if we start focusing on our art.
is a lovely way to end the interview, Mr. Salim Merchant. And I look forward to seeing you again in London whenever you come here next. And I look forward to Umrao Jan, Beyond Bollywood, and many more to
Inshallah.
come. Thank you so much for
Inshallah.
your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Taha.
Bye.